Hello everyone, here we are again, trying to make the powers. Last time we got birds. We have 3 birds now. Kind of all of them are jerks. I am hoping that the next couple layers are smaller. Not 4 full departments, but we'll see. So we got what sounded like a panic room last time, and this is a tool, so hopefully we can get away with ignoring it for a while. And try to figure out what's going on with the birds. And I am quite tempted, to be honest, just to let everything go wrong for a little bit, just to get some data there. Oh, goodness. We do have some black weapons, which are lovely. They will not help deal with the apple, but hopefully they will do a little bit. So I'm thinking we'll be rolling our head security people over to Apple Gear, since they've already got the armor. Doesn't look like they have special details on that. Just require temperance 3, which is not a problem for Dandy or Darwin. Though we do need to get this cleared up a little bit. We do need to figure out who we can have work on the long bird. Over to HE weapons. We've got these crossbows, which require prudence 2. And honestly, they want fortitude and prudence of 3. I believe that is not going to be a problem for Adovic and Finn. Now that does distribute the damage. I wish there was a way to sort agents a little bit better. These Justice 3 and 4, we really want someone who can move faster than that. A little bit quieter? Okay, sorry about that. I'm a little stuffy, unfortunately. That might have to do with it. Let me try moving the microphone a little bit closer. So really I need to find people with Justice 4 to take up the crossbow duties. Unfortunately, that's just not anyone we currently have. Hey, Darwin, hey, villain. We are doing gear management and figuring out who is owed the various weapons to try to make things work here. It is unfortunately somewhat of a hard call. We very much do need someone who can take these. I think Leyland might be our best bet on that one. Traki's got her Victorian doll gun and gear. Nothing is happening. The only thing I get is a velvet suit and some soft music to love some monsters. Oh, I see. Well, you've got this really sharp suit, and you've got a gun made out of a pigeon. Does that count? You see black screen and no sound. What do? Oh no. Are other people seeing the game? You see all dandy. Oh dear. And hear all. Oh no, technical issues, panic. Unfortunately, Villain is a relatively new person to grace their presence in the area. So, not the best stats. The crossbow might kill them. We're actually here now. Okay, good. So I think the bottom line, no one's really cool enough to be using the crossbows. So maybe we do have Dandy Sprat and Darwin continue using them. But I would like to give them the better weapons that they have earned. Oh, all kinds of hard decisions here. Don't worry about your safety. Oh, well. Good to know that we've got a volunteer. I think in that case we're going to go ahead and give Leyland the bigger spear. We need 2 folk to suck it up and use that. And that might just end up being whoever has Justice 3. Isn't already using a better gun. Goodness, I've got no one to pick that up. Okay, well, new plan then. Someone else will have to temporarily hold these spears. Luckily, people seem to have pretty good temperances. Only got the 2 guns. Oh, why is this hard? I think we're going to... He cannot take a spear. He is not work ethics enough. So I think Undead Bread is going to take that. Oh man, that's a risk. Villain, do not lose that spear. It is very expensive. Alright, is anyone still using Zangear? Finn and Tiabini. Finn and Tiabini can upgrade to chicken guns. Go ahead and upgrade that spear there. Oh boy, this is gonna go grossly. Tiabini likes bird. Well, she's got a bird fighting for her, so that's fine. Hey, Linnaeus. All right, so nothing particularly new here. Let's see how badly things go. Oh, I had LOB points. I probably could have reinforced people. It's a cargo bay. It's a bloody cargo bay. And by bloody, I mean there is blood in it. All right. Step 1, can anyone insight this bird safely? That is what we think might be a panic room. Let's see if Zenil can work the bird with the new gear. Or if the bird just tears her in half. Hello, Longbird. it is going to tear her in half. Okay, good. You'll love to see it. Beginning grooming procedure. Okay, the downgrade of the armor is too much there. So, what is our next move then? Alright, well, let's not make it completely useless. Draki's gonna go into the, into the room before we reset and see what happens here. He sure is just standing there. Bomb shelter that protects the interior. Immune to all forms of damage. HP and SP will slowly recover from the shelter of the 27th of March. Seems good, right? Fragment of the we didn't touch the fragment of the universe. Alright, something's going on. Get out of there. On the other hand, fragment of the universe isn't that big a deal. It's not even playing a trumpet. It's just doing a sing. It's fine. Okay, before we get in there. Draki, Leyland, get down here. And let's grab you two for backup in case it goes really bad. Let's get them. A little laggy there. Okay. No big deal. She was sparkling. I think it said it would heal someone when they are inside there. So, but I don't know why that would have gotten out. It had 2 Clepothic counters to start with, and we never worked it, and it only goes down when it's worked. So either Longbird has something it does to other people when someone dies inside it, and we don't have the note for it, but it only has 2 notes. So that seems wrong. Ooh. Ooh, it has Aleph gear. From your 150 points each. Or this lets monsters out when you're sitting inside it, which is probably what's happening. Since we're throwing this run away because I set up gear wrong, let's see how bad it is. I think the proper answer is Tiabini, go be anxious and hide in that room, and we'll see how bad things get here. If nothing else, this will teach us about how ugly things can get. Currently watching to see if anything's counter starts to drop down or if it just lets things out. I think that used to be a 3. kind of knew that the apple was bad, but in the spirit of seeing how bad things can get. Is this the full area of the space you get, or is there a possibility of expansion? Ooh, okay. Beanie, get out of there. We've got more things to learn about. This is the 3 lower Sephiroth. If it is a full tree of life, as is depicted back here, it is just these 3 nodes. Given how much the game seems to like the Kabbalah, I am guessing that there are 6 more departments we can open up with 4 items each. Shall we see how bad that bird is? Go poke that bird. We're learning. Oh my. Okay, well the bird does a ding and terrible things happen to you. Where did bird go? Bird went to the bottom floor. Bird is charging up its bell. We don't want to be there for that, because that just made everyone instantly die. It's only 10 damage though. Maybe that's not so bad, and it's just bad against clerks. Villain is a cheery assistant? Of course you are. Why would you doubt yourself? Chase that bird down, please. Ooh, we are not hurting this thing. Still, it seems to have an attack where you can just leave the room and dodge it. Yep. We'll go ahead and dodge out because it's doing its charging thing. Seems to give you plenty of warning on that. Okay, everyone, you know the bird's going to be in the main hall, just head there. Does seem to be able to endure purple damage. It endures everything but pale damage, and the only pale weapon we have found is its own sword. So ultimately, this doesn't feel too threatening if you're paying attention. How dare you turn around, sir? It will wipe out all of our clerks. But these are the ways of things. Okay, so we've learned about that. The apple has wiped out half the facility. Let's go ahead and take that knowledge and figure out how we get someone who can survive actually working the tall bird. Yes, who judges the judge bird? So, Zanil is our highest prudence at 93. I don't think anyone is close to that. Wayland might be sort of close. Adovic actually is pretty decent, but he's also in terrible armor. As higher level and is resistant, so we're going to try Leyland working it and see if that makes things a little bit better. Less stats, but maybe the armor will make all the difference here. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be fine. So who else needs to train up there? Wait, we'll have Draki go down and deal with the Firebird. Hope she's not too good at it. Meanwhile, Villain, I need you to hug the crap out of that teddy bear, please. Hug it menacingly. Now we need to grind hundreds of... Yes, grapple that bear. Terminate its desires. Repress its regression. Evict its impulsive behaviors. Break its recursive chains. Right, and that is actually training your combat, and I'm not joking. You're learning to fight from that teddy bear. Yeah, I mean, of course. Alright, I'm going to keep having Dandy work the queen, or apple, because that is a lot of energy we're getting from that. And it would be really cool to get her the heart brooch. And I think you can survive the lady in the wall. So we're going to alternate Villain over there and keep trying to train up his combat stats. Enough to survive. Let's see if snakes can survive the bird. I'm not necessarily planning to succeed this day. We're just trying to get some data. I should put people into the little shelter for 5 seconds at a time to start farming up its effectiveness. In fact, Tia Beanie, I'm going to assign you to that hallway, and you're just going to take little peeks into the room and then run outside. Villain got beat up a little bit by the lady against the wall, but now we need someone else to train with the teddy bear. Who's a good target to train with the teddy bear? Let's send Draki in there. Tia, get in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get out. Snakes from safety has died. All right. Does anyone remember what Snake's hit points was? Okay. So, what we're gonna do at this point is we're going to get Dandy and Darwin to head over to the Firebird. I don't know what anyone does. Okay. Let's go over the basic game real quick. Here are our agents. Behold Villain. He is a cheery assistant, currently working under Undead Brit until he gets his own department. Villain has 4 stats, as all agents do. Fortitude, which is your physical defensiveness, and it governs your hit points. He's currently got a fortitude of 2, giving him 35 hit points. As he does defensive physical work with abnormalities, that will increase and level up and eventually get him rank up and better paychecks in theory. At least the AIs have told us that these agents get paid, so that's good for them. Meanwhile, he's got also Prudence, currently at level 2, giving him 34 sanity points, mental fortitude, or mental corruption, I think the game calls it, tolerance for mental corruption. Anyway, that is your observational work with abnormalities. So if you do research and observation of them in their cells passively, you'll be picking up points of that. Then you've got Temperance, which is kind interaction with abnormalities. Temperance accidentally good, exactly. If you are friendly with abnormalities and know how to be empathic with them, you'll increase the speed at which you get work done with them and your success rates. Lastly, we have Justice, which is physical aggression with abnormalities. And that will train both your running speed, because shoot, what's the martial arts family whose secret technique is hitting the bricks? You train that. You also get just flat attack speed. Damage, meanwhile, is entirely based on what weapon you've gotten. In this case, the green stem from Snow White's apple. And damage resistance is based on your armor, and that's currently he's gotten the fragments of the universe, some extraterrestrial entity, to give him the Gestalt idea of armor, and he wears that as a purple velvet trench coat. Now they've also got these grades going from Zayn, Teth, He, Wa to Aleph, where you just get damage multipliers and reduction multipliers. The higher grade your stuff is relative to them. Meanwhile, we've got an abnormality who will have various different rules, and you can send people to do the various work: defensive, physical, observational, kindness, and physical confrontation. That'll get you energy points. We need so many over the course of the day, currently 300 per day. That seems to be going up by about 40 a day. And as you do work, you get blocks in these progressive stats, and then something bad happens when you fill the bar. And as far as I can tell, you can just keep filling this bar over and over, and it just gets worse every time. But if you can handle the consequences, you can just keep going forever and training your stats. But also, in addition to this bar, you get these unique PE boxes, and those are used to purchase gear, hints about how to work with the things, and so forth. So a lot of the old systems we're very familiar with. We've got all the armor we're going to get out of them. But the new ones, we're trying to learn the rules of and how to survive working with them. And unfortunately, these birds, for whatever reason, are just particularly egregiously difficult to work with. Go ahead and get Admate down there too. That way we've got all of our good ranged attackers. Dandy, I thought I sent you over there already. And we're going to try to deliberately torment the Firebird. And the Firebird actually gets tormented and gets out if you work well with him. He wants to beat you up. So we'll see how that goes. I want him to get out so that... Right, so someone needs to work with the skull. That'll be villain. And Zenil will go ahead and work with the Grave of Cherry Blossoms. Zenil would know about the difficulty of bird wrangling. She really would. Zenil's our only person who's been successful at working with Longbird so far. We do need we did change her armor down because she wants this look specifically, and she had a different set of armor on loan. I was hoping that now that we knew more, she could get away with going back to the cosmetic, but it's looking like that might not be the case. Ooh. Even trying to do well, the Firebird is kicking our butt. Oh, and next up is the clowns if we can't get this sorted out. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So that went badly, which is actually good for the bird. What can we buy with that? Not quite enough for the escape information, which would be handy to have. But I want to see what this bird does when it gets out. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know if this is doing it in small bursts is actually helping or just slowing down terrible things, but alright, now we're getting frowny faces, so that's something. Why is it that everything was making this bird super angry until I want it to be angry? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh boy. This game is designed to make you angry. Sounds about right. Just want to know what the bird does when it gets out so that in a real timeline I can deal with that, but oh no, punishing bird is broken out. Whatever will we do? You hold this potato. Actually, you know what? Let's do other learning. Darwin. Let's learn something about Little Bird. Right, it is bright red and angry. Okay, it had tummy tentacles there. I feel very bad for you, Epsilon 60. Epsilon 3. Oh! 451 damage. Okay. So you can dodge a little bit, but not great. I feel like you probably could get away with that if you were a really good player, but am not. Okay, so I think at this point we're just going to need to deal with things as they are. I wonder if we gave snakes just a little bit more health. She died pretty early though. Okay, I think we just don't do anything fancy. We're just going to try to make it through the day and learn some things about the birds. Just be really careful. So let's start with Mayland looking at the long bird in her new armor, which seems to go fine. We'll have Brachiosaura look at the Firebird. Look at Dandy Sprat trying to get her heart pin. We'll get Villain learning combat from the bear. We'll have what can they alternate with? We'll have Tiabini learn hit points from the bird, and we'll have Villain and Tiabini alternate hit points in combat between these two while we get information, and we try to, and well, Dandy just gets energy for it. We're going to hope not to mix this up, because if I send someone to the bear twice in a row, they die. Okay. As soon as Villain's healed up, we'll send him to the bird and send Tiabini to the Stuffy. Is Tiabini capable of destroying a Stuffy? Okay, what have we got melting down? Got the fireflies. Brit can clear that. Neil can clear the cherries. We're fine there. That resets everyone's difficulty. So Dandy can get back on top of that. Which means Leland can go back to working with Tallbird. She's currently pulling up Sparta Stuffy. Perfect. She is in the spirit. I dig it. Okay. So Villain just got wrecked by the bird. That means we will send him after the bear. And Tia will go after the bird. Dandy keeps working the apple. What does Skin Prophecy do? Increase in Prudence. Prudence is white. I wonder if we'd get better Longbird success if we had Leland pick this up, actually. Let's see. Tiabini did work with the bird, so Tiabini needs to do the Stuffy next. Leland has to do a book report. Yep, that's exactly it. So we'll have Tiabini. Wait for a heal. Rip the bear apart. We'll have Villain show that bird who's boss. Believers pray that its sanctity would last forever by binding the tome on human skin. The book can be read until one's prudence reaches its limit. What does that mean? What does reaches its limit mean? Our stats. Okay, yeah. So don't read the book if it'll hit your max stat, I guess. Ooh, Tia did really badly with that bear. Alright, so here we have an ordeal, which is sometimes instead of meltdowns, invaders come into the base to try to tear it apart. In this case, death robots. So we're going to have to ask those death robots to please kindly leave the facility. I would like them to stay there for just the moment as that tears apart baby agents. You two, if you could so kindly take out that death robot. You two, take out that death robot. Because they explode the interns, and it is all kinds of ridiculous damage if they explode an intern. Yeah, they'll take that out, no problems. No problems. Are you out of interns to kill? You are. So we'll go ahead and have them take out that death robot. Dandy and Darwin will tear that one in half pretty casually. All good. Oh, we've got another one that I didn't see. That's bad. If you all could go and kill that death robot, it would be amazing. Oh, the Rose Spear actually blooms in combat. That's kind of cool. Does anyone remember if it's Tia or Villain who's supposed to be working with the... Did we get safety team robot? Yes, we did eventually. I did not see it. That could have gone really badly, but it all eventually did work out. Let's see. Villain worked with Punishing Bird. So Villain's turn to work with the bear. Which means that it is Tia's turn to work with the Punishing Bird. There's probably a better place to train, actually. Yeah, we'll have her work with the lady against the wall instead. We'll have Undead Brit go and get pecked by a bird. Get pecked, son. Oh. Firebird is cranky. Good. You love to see it. Tia's doing just fine with the lady against the wall. So the little bird's gimmick is that it just wants to commit violence, but it's not very good at it until it's truly enraged. And as long as you don't hit it, it will just kind of be annoying, and then it'll go home. And I believe the Firebird said it was something similar to that when we had its manager tips. It does a walkabout, yeah. The birds seem to mostly just want to walk around, and if this one didn't ring its bells and kill our clerks, I'd probably let it. It might be that all birds just go home when they're done. Maybe they all just get bored, but hard to say for sure. We're not totally clear on that. Tiabini did Lady Against the Wall, so Tiabini can go and abuse the Stuffy, which means Villain should go and abuse, should go and do Lady Against the Wall work. And we'll keep trying to grind for that rose pin. We're going to very casually roll through these days, it looks like. We'll see how long we can keep casually rolling, because Longbird has some truly juicy equipment that I want. And I'm sure it all goes terribly badly when the Firebird gets out, but the apple doesn't like anyone, no. Nobody likes the apple. No brooch. Tragic. Alright, so we're gonna get some meltdowns. Let's see. Yep. Tiabini's turn to work with the lady. That'll set things off, and we'll deal with who needs meltdowns. Okay, so someone needs to check in at the base, someone needs to deal with the bird. Andy needs to work with the apple. Can we put the notebook back, or will that explode them? Do we just eat the energy cost here? I think we might just eat the energy penalty, because it's not like we're hurting to... It is not like we are hurting on energy and grinding right now. Because I believe we've had the book melt down and it didn't kill Samuel when he was holding it, so... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... Honestly, I'm very behind on researching the tools, but they all just seem relatively useless, so... Okay. Dylan worked on Sins and Deeds, Tiabini worked with the lady, so we were clear to have the bear teach fighting more. Dylan, go learn how to fight. Villain now has a crown of thorns. So, congratulations. Yeah. It's a piece of headgear. It surely is. No one can dispute that it is wear on your head. The bird is getting a bit spicy down there, which is unfortunate. Because that suddenly means that's a lot more risky that someone will die trying it. Villain did the bear, so villain now does the lady, which means Tiabini does the bear. And we'll go ahead and have snakes touch the room for a little bit. Oh, we're working on getting you stats of justice. How can he be the Blade of Justice? He's the cheery assistant. It says so right there. Vote for cause. Dead lady against the wall, so he's clear to train combat. Tiabini needs to do something else. So hit point work it is. Okay, lots of meltdowns now. Again, I'm just gonna let that wear down. It's a very spicy room. Nothing for it but to try. Do some attachment work here. I think we'll have Linnaeus pick that up. We'll incite the cherry tree. Bird will have bird come down. Oh, someone needs to work the fairies. Yakko can do that. Let that melt down. And snakes will poke that one. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, Punishing Bird broke out. And did Brit entertain the Punishing Bird? Okay, so how much of our 300 do we lose when the notebook melts down? 20. That's not terrible. Oh, somehow Punishing Bird got away. the training team's break room. Good for him. Little angry potato. Not sure I want to deal with Clown Car on top of everything here. T-Beanie Wentworth against the wall. Villain to Teddy Bear. So Villain needs to work with the lady. And Tia can tear the stuffy apart. Little angry potato with a mouth that is his tummy is a portal to hell. His tummy opens directly. He doesn't open his mouth. Those are going to be lovely when we get them. Honestly, would the clown car be that bad? It's one thing, we beat it up and they're a bunch of little guys, and we've been able to repress them pretty quick. We just need to keep our guys scattered. Would reset our counters. Oh, the bird is no longer angry. You'll love to see it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Does Clown Car spring into 3 Dawn level clowns or n equals department? That's a good question, but we've got at least 1 or 2 decent fighters in every area, at least compared to the tiny clowns. So as long as we don't remove everyone to deal with the clown car, and honestly I think that just Darwin and Dandy can take on the clown car, although it did hit pretty hard. We might have to do a little bit of kiting. Might have to do a little bit of kiting. Oh man, you can get clothes of lava. That's pretty sweet. Pretty cheap too. As far as I could tell, Clown Car was close range, yeah. So he could just keep falling back. It would set us up for doing just that little bit of extra training per day. much as I get greedy and somehow get someone killed at the last minute. T-Beanie did lady facing wall. T-Beanie can chew the stuffing out of bear. I'll kick things off and we'll see how it goes from there. Looks like we have just the one clown car. Oh, you did not like the circus music? I apologize. Right, if you all could all back away from the clown. Track is pretty messed up there. Turn as well. Install the clown car for a little bit. Buying time for those two. Leyland is pretty chunky, but I'm gonna have these three fall back. These two are relatively gentle. Fall back, their armor is not going to stand up to an HE. It's heading up. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Let's get everyone falling back to their appropriate rooms now. Gonna fall away from the clown. See where it goes. Up, okay, we can deal with that. Actually, you two maybe go around the long way instead, please. To keep on it. Like you three. You know what, we're gonna... Whoa, why have you two stopped attacking? Kill the clown. Okay. There's the big clown, so now we'll look for the little clowns next. Here we go. All of you, get on that little clown. All of you, get on that little clown. Do we have more clowns coming? You two, pincer your attack that clown. Easy every time. Everyone report back to your home office. Those are interesting statements out of context. Well, and yet are nevertheless true. Tia Beanie worked with Teddy Bear. Tia Beanie worked with Lady. Meltdown of 10, that's like everything in the facility. Alright, currently that takes about half the health off. -4 probably isn't that big a deal, but... you know what? Let's not get greedy. Let's call it good. Alright. So Undead Brit got a little bit more hit points. And Zinniel got a little bit more sanity. Oneus got a little bit more work diligence. Leyland moved Prudence up 30 points. And Justice went down a level but didn't move. Curious. Dracusora, Prudence went up to 4. Yakko got a tiny bit more health. Villain, Fortitude up to 3. And Justice up to 4. Tia Beanie, Fortitude up to 4. Justice up to 4. So, easy day. And favorite sector manager, Hod. Hod is the only one who seems to give any amount of care to anyone working for her. That's new music. Oh, Netzok? Netzok's honest. I'll give him that. And it's not like he's wrong or has bad points. I mean, I tried to give him the beer vending machine, but Angela shut that down. We really don't like Angela. We super don't like Angela. Long time ago, there once was a great AI, a sentinel of Angela, are you fluffing your own ego again? He'd care too. He probably honestly does care. He probably is the way he is because he's cared too much in the past, if I had to guess. The AI was so intelligent that many people feared it. Those who knew the AI left the company one by one. One day, one of the people who dreaded the AI broke into the company. They spread malicious rumors about the AI. The good AI waited, as that person was once a friend. However, that person crossed the line. As a sentinel, the AI could no longer ignore that person's actions, so it made a very, very difficult choice. No one would see that person ever again. The AI was a bit sad, but it had no regrets about its decision. So many things have become irreversible throughout all this time. Yeah, she's talking about herself in B. Guarantee you. Tifereth. Okay. Netzok's done it again, Lady Angela. What has he done this time? He finally gave me the report of our joint operation just now. It was due yesterday. Can't even find him anywhere now. I'm sure he's just sleeping away somewhere, drunk as a fish. He would be, but Angela wouldn't let us give him beer. Because she's a jerk. But we can give people enkephalin. And she doesn't see the contradiction there. Jerk. The Upper Sephiroth should know where he is. Go ask them. I don't want to talk to them. Lady Angela, you must agree with you when I say that Netzok is lacking in way too many ways to be a decent Sephiroth. If you stayed in the room at safety team? You know, they are in the safety team room, weren't they? What is the point you are trying to make here, Tifereth? I am suggesting that we should replace Netzach. He wants that. He would love that, Tifereth. The replacement process is not meant to be a tool you can haphazardly abuse to remove any Sephiroth you dislike. Oh, there is a way out. The anomaly one? Ooh. Ooh, there's that. We do have that panic room. I'm not abusing it. If I were, I would have replaced a majority of our Sephiroth already. Okay, Tifereth, you're spitting facts, but just because you're right doesn't mean you're correct, or however the statement goes. The Sephiroth can only be replaced when they have what we consider to be a serious flaw, and I can no longer perform their duties. Okay, hold on. Hold on. How is Malkuth not considered to have a major flaw? Just floating that question out there. He's out of line, but he's right. Yes, exactly. Netzach easily meets any condition of flaw that can be set then. He's not doing a single thing right. Netzach is playing his role, being drunk on Nekephalin, becoming lethargic. It's all part of the play. Okay, so this is really interesting paired with the fact that we know that Angela is trying to sabotage the company. Let me add one more thing, Tifereth. Even if we were to replace Netzach, do you really think that the new Netzach would become a diligent, hardworking Sephiroth, wholly unlike the previous one? Please refrain from talking about the replacement process in such a rash manner. I know how you feel, but Netzach is a different matter. Oh, he's just been here the whole time. Cool. Tifereth, I have a pounding headache. Could you not shout? I reminded Lady Angela about the replacement process. Your days of irresponsibility will soon be over. You think I'd be scared of a threat like that? I hate to disappoint you. That's exactly what I want, Tifereth. Called it. Don't you get it? Let's see you say that when you're crushed into a pile of scrap. Andrew, I don't really care whether you completed the last mission or not. I bet Miss Angela's having regrets as well. I feel the exact same way about myself as little Tifereth does, you see. Why haven't I been smashed up yet? Miss Angela could get someone better than me to fill my position anytime she likes. If I was her, I'd have destroyed an AI like myself the first chance I could get. Well, this is awkward. Don't expect you to say something nice to me. Don't worry about it. Finish the day with 3 or less agents deployed to each department. Oh, we don't have to choose a new one. Okay. Yeah, Netzach's real. I like him. Still like Hod better, but you know, they're both good. So what in their upper parameter counts as flawed, right? Like how bad could you possibly be? Oh dear. Okay. Bad, I guess. All right. So no new information. That's fine. The mission is to give people days off. So who can we afford to give a day off to? Okay. I think we need Dandy and Darwin in case the apple gets out. There's no question there. Adavic's one of our gunners. Train newbies rap real quick. Ooh, that's a good call, actually. Who do we have that's a newbie at this point? Would we really call it? Really, it's the people in the information team that have just not been getting any time on target. Just use successful people? Yeah, I think I need to keep Leyland and Drachysaura. Right hunter snakes for hair. Risk it all. Yeah, so I think we give Luth the day off, Snakes the day off. That's 3 people, that's fine. Let's give these 2 the day off, Finn the day off, and that should be fine. Hey, Locomanipon, thank you so much for the follow. Actually, let's move Villain down to safety. And make room for you. How do you feel? What hair are you feeling? Green. We can absolutely do that. Nice sea foam. That's really attractive. Nice stylish over, simple cut, fluffy. Jostled. How you feeling about working here? Cracked eyes. Okay. That one? 25? Or is there a different one you were thinking of? I can flip to whatever. Tell me which one. Yes. Okay. It's a good mouth that goes with the L. That's a good barely holding it together mouth, I think. The fluffy kind of goes with the eyes. All good? Want to change? Good, all right. Hired. Set you in and we'll get some gear set up. Let's see, some people have the days off. Is there a way to see people who currently have the day off? Is there a remove unused equipment? That would be handy. All right. For now, let's get a basic suit. Okay. All right, so we're gonna try to get people trained up. Elenatus and Adonate probably are the ones who are needing it the most. We'll get Loco some experience. And other than that, let's just try to get through the day as quick as we can. Right. But we will be trying to get gear out of there if we can. We'll start the barrel loop here. And other than that, we're going to try to be responsive. It's high energy, so we'll try to do that. Brachiosaur doing too well with the bird. Favorite thing about this game? I really like the Pog customizability. I like the little stories that you get for each of the units. It's a lot of things to juggle around. The fact that they're pretty forgiving on just rolling back mistakes if things go poorly. And just there's so much unknown to learn about. Very, what's the term, roguelite? It's just a really good way of exploring the facility without, an individual day can be frustrating, but it won't necessarily make the entire process frustrating. Go with Linnaeus, which means Adnate flips over to there. We get one. Literally rage quit on certain days. I haven't quite gotten there, but that said, there have been some very kind viewers who've jumped in and said, "Oh, don't take that one. It's just a run ender." Once or twice that's happened, and that's been appreciated. I especially appreciate that they don't go into why, and just say that one's really frustrating. You don't want to, stream it. And I'm sure that a bunch of these would be a lot, aren't so bad. It's like good to see the failures and experience that, but I imagine that some of them are just finicky enough that I'd have to stop, take out a notepad, write things down, and have Excel going in the background tracking things. I think at that point I've slowed down enough that no one's really entertained anymore. Ooh, that dropped quite a lot, actually. Can we afford to... Never mind. Someone needs to work the bird. So, you know what? We'll send Locomanopon over to deal with that. Gives us another pass at the apple. Frees us up to do another pass at the longbird. Another pass at the firebird. I think we're good there. Meanwhile, Linnaeus needs to touch the woman on the wall. Is that an apple creature in the bottom right? Yes, this. Ooh. Snow White's apple very nearly had me to the point of doing a rollback. It was horrible to figure out. It is just awful. And I literally had one agent that could do the work, I want to say 60% of the time. So for a while, Dandy Sprat would go in there as like the last thing in the day and do a work and hope that we got out in time. And otherwise, these two were the only ones with the screaming wedge from the lady on the wall that could do a little bit of damage and could barely outrange it and get some damage in. And oops, I did not touch the bear. Villain, go. Do you have time? Can you hug that bear in time? Villain, hug the teddy bear. Make up for my terrible attention and mistakes. Yeah, the apple is so rough, especially since there's no way of getting rid of the brambles that I'm aware of. Yeah, a kind viewer who knows what they were doing indicated that the apple was actually the friendliest of the three choices we had at the time, which I'm not sure if was lying or if I just had a really bad draw. Probably bad draw. It's just hard to imagine what could have been worse in the apple, because that was the third department we opened too. Some choices are no win. Yeah, that apple very nearly had to the point where I was thinking, are we already done for lap 1, time to New Game Plus? It was truly awful. We did end up getting through it, which is nice. But hoo boy, was it unpleasant. I think we're going to save up for the... Ooh, are we? You know, you're not wrong, and I think that's how we got through with the apple. Just starting the day over 3 or 4 times until we managed to luck out enough to get the data to kind of roll it forward. Because I think we, at the very first, we got by just by bloody-minded repeating things until we got the work chance bonuses on the apple, and that just was barely enough to skim us by. It was truly horrific trying to get through that. I'm going to grab the armor, because that's going to make it possible to just handle the bird more often, I think. That's my plan. We'll see if it works. Linnaeus did Lady Facing Wall, so Linnaeus can now do Bear. That frees Adnate up to work with the lady. Yeah, there have been a few times where it's just get by on stupid luck. What was the ordeal yesterday where I moved everyone into elevators because I wanted to be able to react quickly, and it turned out to be the one that just instantly kills everyone in rooms? Utter luck. Just utter luck. Not skill, but somehow everyone dodged because I'd been getting so used to the clowns that I just wanted everyone distributed. Gosh, who was it? Was that Todd that pointed out? Violet Noon, yes, thank you. Pointed out that, well, you don't have to start with all your men in the rooms. You can like go and stand in front of the doors that you don't want the clowns to unlock. I'm like, oh, that's really brilliant. And that let us get through, what was it, Crimson Noon the first time? And then, so Violet Noon came up. I had no idea when, what was going to happen there. So it's like, oh, okay, well, I don't know what doors to stand at, so I'll just put everyone in elevators, because elevators go up and down really quick, but not side to side. So I had half the units sitting in this elevator and half sitting in this elevator so that I could cover the facility quickly. And then just, it all hit the rooms, and it was just a pure luck dodge. Green Dusk and Apple Escape. Oh, that sounds like time to stop and take a break. The slowdown is just infuriating, and it just death spirals. It makes anything so much worse. Finished the day and said, let's go. Yep. Sounds about right. Do I actually have enough force to stop that clown from getting the Dream Sheep out? That could be problematic just off of timing. Because Andy was working on the apple, and that's a lot of the force in this neck of the woods. I've always wondered how the little clown. As far as I can tell, they just jimmy the locks on the doors, and eventually things get out. They also do this purple thing, and I don't know if it's like you run out of boxes, but I've got hundreds of boxes on some of these things, and they seem to get out. So I don't think it's that. Darwin going back Zanil up there. You all get back and heal up. But yeah, the little clowns just seem to go to the doorways and start picking the lock. Someone isn't overseeing security. Yeah, I blame Angela too. Angela is a horrid monster who deserves every speck of blame. Adnate worked on the teddy bear, so Adnate works on the lady. Linnaeus goes to teddy bear. Oh, Green Noon. We haven't actually beaten one of those. I think we can beat it. It's only come up once before, and I didn't realize that its buzzsaw was AoE. So I let my trick is group everyone up like a mob. Yeah, that's what I tried the first time. I sent in someone with good red durability, and as soon as I knew that the robot was targeting it, I sent in the whole mob, and its buzzsaw just killed 2/3 my agents. But at the time, they were mostly Fortitude 1 and 2. It was bad. I had up until Lady in the Wall, I had no ranged weapons worth anything. Realistically, Lady in the Wall and Letitia are the only weapons I have that are decent and ranged. Yeah, so it went badly, but at the end of the day, we restarted and haven't gotten another one. We could try it just to see if someone doesn't die in lobotomy or you're playing it right. Well, that's fair. Mostly our death tolls right now are agents that were just specifically designed to take the hits. We had a Samuel S. for Sacrifice was our first agent, and he lasted a while. And then I think he taught us what Letitia's trick was. I kind of am having the same problem, but when I'm naming after viewers, I kind of want to be pretty cognizant of when I accept someone exploding. Yeah, I totally get that. I'm probably guilty of exactly the same thing. Adnate works with lady, so Adnate can work with, which means Linnaeus works with the lady. We're chewing through. 43, not quite enough for suit. What slot is that? Is the hat slot? Ooh, interesting. So that would actually remove Draciosaura's hat, and she's very anti that. Just start hiring Villain 2.0. You know, yeah, you raise a solid point. Got a random his name is I'm Idiot. That's pretty fantastic, actually. Is he the one who goes and pokes abnormalities for the first time and see how it plays out? Ironically, he carried the beginning of one of my new facilities. Nice. Put your faith in I am idiot. He will show you the way. All right. Goodness, we're in a good place. We've got Justice Bird armor just waiting for us. I'm actually going to call it, and let's just move on. Accept that mission. Adenate, Fortitude to 3, Justice to 4. Elanaeus, Fortitude to 3, Justice to 3. Leyland, Justice dropped to 3 but didn't change. I think that's a graphical bug. Dracusora, SP up to 73. Villain, more Justice. And Lukamanapon, a little bit more hit points. Really like to grind the bird more, but you know, let's get the missions out of the way. I don't know if we've got a long timeline here, but just me or fighting abnormality is so satisfying with our also. Yes. When we were able to let Fragment of the Universe out and just tear it in half, it was so satisfying compared to being terrified of you. How did I feel when I lost a dear friend? No one could understand the loneliness I feel. Oh yeah, poor you, Angela. It's so awful to be you, Angela. Your life is so sad. It's tragic. We feel so bad for you, you murdering, horrible person. Murdering, horrible person. Nobody likes you, Angela. Why am I so heartless as to not shed a tear for my late friend, you may ask? Because I am a machine. Why be just as cold in this as this in the future as well? Until I am finally obsolete and deprecated from this world. Yes. We were very not fans of Angela when she shut down the therapy program. That was really just beyond the pale. We lost all forgiveness for her at that point. Like, yes, Tiffany was absolutely tragic, but that doesn't stop the program from being useful to other people. I can't wait till I see secrets unfold. Oh, these are the mysteries. All right, so we've got a little bit of lob. That's good to see. I am going to transfer Tia Beanie and Finn to your department, Dandy Sprat. Villain keeps training at some point. Is Dusk Ordeal even real? We haven't seen one. We have not seen an option for Dusk yet. We're still at max noon. And there was one time when we ground for a while after the noon happened in hopes to see something, but it looks like that is in fact a hard limit, not a soft limit. We're gonna put Dini and Yakko back into the information team. Gosh. I'm gonna get Snakes back into control just to balance it out a little bit. We'll put Luth back in safety. Adavik has good white, so I think we actually put him in safety to work with the birds too. I think we'll save our LOB. And now we have Aleph armor. Requires Justice 5 and level 5, which I think means Dandy's the only one who can wear it. Actually. Adnate says he should go in Team Cottage because he's here right now. Well, so am I wrong on that? Justice 4. We could try training up Leyland to get her in it. And she is the one... Although, honestly, if you had Aleph armor dropping hail by half, you're probably setting up for being able to work bird, too. Just like anyone else, its first hope was simple and honest. The wish for peace is now only passed down in an old fairy tale. The person who extracted this ego is the most righteous person in the company. Leyland is the most righteous person in the company. You need not bother to remove the bandages wrapping the equipment. There's a sorrowful past that does not want to reveal. Alright, we're going to put Dandy in the armor for now so that she can train Prudence over there. We'll keep with the rifle for now. That does mean that we now have a... Wow. Green stem armor. Which could go to someone. Could hand that off to Leyland. Or get someone else in it. It just needs Prudence 3. Adnate wants it? Alright. Adnate can have your hand-me-downs for now. So do we have a weapon that Leyland can use? Okay, we're feeling pretty good for gear. And again, I'm not being forced to deal with anything new, so it feels like this is kind of them expecting me to take some time to grind. Adnate was wearing the teddy bear skin armor and the teddy bear paw weapon. We didn't even get a new mission, did we? Individual abnormality suppressed. Okay, so this is really slowing us down right now, is that Hod wants us to suppress 4 entities, and we don't have enough that escape. Justice Bird, I think we could kite around. I don't know what the Firebird does when it breaches out. Fragment of the Universe, no problems. We've dealt with the apple before. So, yeah, we could try grinding it if people feel like it. Just see if we can get these folks out. In which case, the move might be to... We don't have enough abnormalities. I know, but I can't suppress the Dream Sheep. I can't suppress the Little Bird. No flaws at all with the plan. Okay, you know what? You know what? You're right. Let's have some fun with this stream and just fail a bunch. Let's just fail a bunch this stream and see what happens. You fear flaws. Volunteers tribute. Okay. Gosh, how do we get the bird out? How do we survive letting Justice Bird out? Please talk manager to the manager that this is a bad plan. Well, we need to pass we need to deliver the project, Dandy. And if that... My training as a manager, before it burned me out, was that if the project manager says that we need to make these deliverables at the cost of the individual contributors, we do it. We'll give them a pizza party and they'll forget how abused they are. Zenil is crying because that's exactly true, unfortunately. Can we do it one at a time? We can absolutely do it one at a time, and that's what we're going to try to do. So we just need to get Snow White to not quite like us enough, and we can do that. It looks like Leyland's ready to do that when we stack up some of these failures here. So we probably should do the apple last, actually. Yeah, because we don't want the vines everywhere. Oh, what am I thinking? What am I thinking? Okay. Hallway madness. Yes, okay. Thank you. I was ready to be full derp there. So, what does bird not like that we could survive? Bird doesn't like low instinct, doesn't like low attachment. Very low justice is probably just asking to get murdered even with resistance. So let's try red working bird with Dandy, because Dandy now is highly resistant to all damage. Think you can release the same abnormality multiple times? Can we? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. You're also playing lobotomy. Oh man, let's mix up our rules and have no idea what's going on. It'll be great. We're just gonna be mad that you stole its outfit? Oh heck yeah. We can both suffer. Excellent. Okay, Dandy no longer cares at all about Longbird, actually. So that's good. Dandy's actually very fashionable here. Oh yeah, 3 damage. Very, very scary Judgment Bird. Okay. So Dandy can get away with a lot now, which is lovely. I think actually what we might try to do first, let's watch the entire facility burn down. Because if we do too good with the Firebird, it gets out. And it has high approval for red work, and Dandy has high red work. Let's bait out the Phoenix and see what happens. And I am going to pull everyone over to safety, and we're really going to have a go at this. Let's run a simulation. It's all a simulation. We'll run a simulation on what happens when we let the Firebird out. I got made the head of one team and then start doing all the other departments' work. It's true. On the other hand, you got fashion. This is a safety team simulation, absolutely. Let's get hyped for the simulation. Oh, Bird's getting hyped. He's got the Sayonara going on. Why do you not feel safe then? A lack of faith in something. If you read the employee handbook, you'd know to never feel safe. Wow. I don't think that's quite what Malkuth's handbook is about. She worked very hard on it. Skipped pages in Malkuth's book. I think everyone skipped pages in Malkuth's book. Maybe the entire book. I think Malkuth is the only one who's read Malkuth's book. I think even the Sephiroth have not read Malkuth's book. Do 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 da da dun dun la da da dun dun. Right, Dandy just needs 1 tick of healing. All right, is everyone ready for this to go terribly, terribly wrong? Let's see how bad this could be. right, everyone get in this elevator. We're going to try to bait the bird to the left, and everyone sweeps in from behind. So Dandy, you're probably going to take one hit, but you're really fast, so you may be able to evacuate in time. Are we allowed to gamble in Kefalin? I guess we are in the safety department, and that seems like something that Zach would approve of. She is very fast. I think she is possibly the fastest person in the department, so we'll see how this goes. We're going to need to micro a lot. Yeah. I'm not particularly good at microing a lot, but let's... Yep. Okay, Bird does a complete heal, which is very kind of it. Okay, here we go. Andy, move that way to get the bird's attention. Dandy, attack the bird. Okay. Dandy, run. Everyone else attack bird from behind. Bird set the entire hallway on fire. Bird set the entire hallway on fire. Okay, everyone get out of the hallway that is on fire. Dandy, keep shooting the bird. Bird is resistant to white damage. Okay. Bird is doing another charged attack. Dandy, get out of the charged attack. We can dance this. We can dance this. I just needed to not send the low-level employees in. Darwin, fall down. Adavik, come down. Dracusaura, come down. You all have black weapons and they're ranged. Oh, Bird is heading up. Okay. Bird is heading for the control room. Everyone fall over to information. Everyone below, come up for the Firebird. Adavik, you're on fire. Get out of there. You can't take the damage. Darwin, you are also struggling to take the damage. Stay here. Adavik, fall down. I mean, yes, but also technically no. But yes. Oh no, Finn. Finn did not get out in time. Andy, avenge Finn. Oh, that charge attack does so much damage. Weren't supposed to tell me what? Toasted interns. Yeah, the cat is having a rough time of it. The cat is having a rough time of it, but oh. And then the fight stopped? Why did the fight stop? Oh, the bird is going home. Finn was a bad hunter. Okay. Okay, so it looks like birds do return home. So what did we learn? Finn saved us. What a hero. It's true. It's true. What did we learn? You have a limited amount of time to kill the Firebird. White is not good damage. Dandy's fine. Bird hurt. Yeah. The charge attack really was it. It was the charge attack, and that's dodgeable. That is a very dodgeable, manageable attack. I think if I had not wadded everyone in there, because the entire room being on fire, I think is what really messed us up there. Does Firebird count? We didn't succeed. It left on its own. If it going back on its own, Little Bird would have counted on its own. Little Bird would have gotten us the mission a long time ago. So, I guess the other question, while we're in this bad timeline, is does the same thing getting out multiple times count? The employee panicked when the result was bad. Okay, so we just need to do bad work. So let's just survive bad work for a while. How scared are we of the fairies? Not terribly. I mean, the universe fragment isn't nearly as bad as it used to be when we had no gear. Name the abnormalities. Oh, goodness. Tord. I could see him being a Tord, yeah. Wow, even trying to do badly, Xennial just rocks that work. Alright, so we need someone worse. Tordric? Yeah, I could see that being a Tordric. Yeah, add Nate, go annoy the universe. Tordrickson? Tordrickson, son of Ordrichia, king under the mountain. And what was Finn even wearing? Finn was wearing sheep clothing. The tastiest. That's a question. We have so many birds. I don't know. The Void Dream, you'd think would make a good curry. Firebird? You know, we did joke that Dandy Sprat was threatening to eat the apple, and that is how suppression worked there. Make that apple your lunch every day. That's it. Oh. Alright, Bird's annoyed. Letitia's annoyed. Tia Beanie work with Letitia. Dracusaura work with the Firebird. It couldn't have been the fragment of the universe that was annoyed, and we could just let it out. That would be too convenient. Alright, Fragment is not getting annoyed with us, which is unfortunately. Could I go to the apple? Sure. Which team are you on currently? Yeah, go do the apple. See how it goes. You're doing surprisingly well with the apple, actually. Okay, so it looks like the fragment of the universe is finally starting to get annoyed with us. Yeah, easy every time. You totally have the apple look upon. No stress whatsoever. Nailed it. All right, here we go. Okay. Everyone forward information. Everyone forward information. Oh no, Punishing Bird got out. No, whatever will we do? Okay, everyone, let's go and beat the crap out of a crayon drawing. Oh, it is starting to sing. Everyone get out of there. It is starting to sing. Everyone get out of there. All right, shoot it. Okay, so that's one. We will bait it out again and see if we can just repeat that one. And that'll inform a lot of our actions here. If we can just beat the fragment of the universe 4 times, then suddenly everything is open to us. And we will do that. We'll resurrect Finn, don't worry about that. But that is important information that would have been really nice for it to be clearer on. Huh. I wonder why Leyland's work success dropped to common, but Adavix is still high. Oh, he's got higher temperance. Oh, Leyland only has 4 temperance. We should really train her on that somehow. But first, we need to get data on the fragment. Toot, 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 toot. All right, let's just hit the turbo button. Temper her. Oh, yes, I see. I'm slow. Adnate gets a heal. Get back in there. Annoy the universe, Adnate. Get that universe so annoyed. Yes. Yes. It's not annoyed enough. Tempted to send villain in there to be even more annoying. What did you miss? We fought the Firebird. We finally managed to get it out of containment. You have a limited amount of time to fight it, and it won by timeout, unfortunately. It has a pretty big charge, but it's easily baited out and dodged. It lights the entire room on fire. So I made the mistake of sending in the whole force to backstab it while Dandy Sprat tanked. And just the passive room being on fire meant that I couldn't see what was going on. So I just had to retreat the entire force, and that kind of broke the entire line into disarray. We almost got out with 0 casualties, but Finn simply wasn't trained enough in Justice, so he wasn't moving fast enough, so he kind of barely got tagged on the way out. So we now have a lot more idea on how to deal with the Firebird. So that'll be interesting. Probably can do a retry on that fight pretty soon here. Maybe when we have Justice Bird's weapon. Other than that, we're trying to learn if we can, in fact, just defeat the same abnormality 4 times instead of trying to do 4 different abnormalities. Because if that's the case, then suddenly we can do Hod's mission as opposed to we absolutely cannot. Honestly, we should just let the clown let the fragment of the universe out. That's what we're trying to accomplish. So basically, at this point, what we're doing is, for informational purposes, we're going to say mean things to the fragment of the universe? Yeah! Let's do it. You. Look at Manapon. Go say mean things to the universe. Should only screw up a hallway once. You know. You're not wrong, but it stays screwed up forever. We can absolutely do the apple. We'd have to do it last. I think we can do Longbird. He's slow. We can just dodge him like we do the Phoenix, unless he also just wins by timeout. We can definitely do the fragment. That is the easiest one. It looks like Logomanapon was not insulting enough. But then it comes down, what do we do fourth? And right now, the Firebird, if it didn't have a timeout aspect, we could do the Firebird, I think. But if we can't, then I don't see how we do 4 releases, because we explicitly are told, do not attack Void Dream or Punishing Bird. Locomanapon, go be more insulting, please. That's true. The fragment wants to be friends with us. So it's really hard to get him mad. Lady Against the Wall will not break out. She is explicitly a non-escaping entity, and we need things to escape. Okay. Logomanapon was successfully insulting. Let's get everyone piled up. Oh, it is heading toward training, so we'll go ahead and send people that way. And we are still at 104. So we cannot, in fact, run the same abnormality multiple times. Ooh, Logomanopon getting spicy on his insults there. Yeah, that worked. All right, so goodness, how do we need to figure out this Firebird? Strict need, and how do we approach that? Bird only takes pale and black damage. We do have a good amount of black damage in the facility, but we need people with more resistance to red, it looked like. Or we can just put that off for a little bit longer and hope we get some breaching entities next time, in which case really it comes down to how many boxes can we extract from Pale Bird. And meanwhile, who do we have the fairies do not escape, unfortunately. And so other than that, I think we just train up red on the entities what we're allowed to train red on. Bear does not let us train red. Unfortunately, we've got very few fortitude trainers. Other than the fairies who are Zayn, they're really not going to get you must patch 2 or 3. So there's the lady is really our one chance to really try to do red. We have passive entities, objects, and birds. Yes, that is exactly correct. That is, in fact, exactly the situation that we are currently in. We do have a sweet lava suit. At this point, I think it's just trying to grind up more red health. Oh my. Dracusaura has has the Phoenix gift. Look at that. What does that do now? Sanity, movement speed, and attack speed. Ooh, that's real good, actually. When do you get your paycheck? At the end of the week, which I'm sure is a real time that will happen. Who's mad? Luthien, check that out. Locomanopon, talk to the happiness machine. Soon's Day. Villain raises an excellent point. That is something that you need to do to ensure that your next of kin get your paycheck for you. By company policy, it always goes to your next of kin, and you claim it from them at the end of the pay period. I know it's strange, but I'm told by HR that it absolutely has to work that way for very complicated but good reasons. And I don't think they would lie to me about such things. And entirely legal ones, yes. That is true. 100% legal. Let it not be said that illegal things happened at lobotomy court. Have we touched the teddy bear at all? We've not. We've been trying to get hit points for people. Villain, go get some hit points. Immoral is not legislated. It's true. Can you have a bouncy ball? Only if an abnormality ego gifts it to you. The fragment of the universe might give you a bouncy ball if you can give it the appropriate colored crayon and explain to it the concept of bouncy and ball. But it needed like an hour to understand smile, so you might be working with it a little bit. And I think most of its ego gifts and crayon drawings are two-dimensional. So ball could be hard to get through to it, but you are more than welcome to try here. I'm going to send you for attachment work. You can go and explain bouncy ball to it right now. Good luck. Villain rocking that fortitude training. Who's the lowest hit points we have? Sunil, Yakko, and Finn. Get Sunil training that up. So you see a ball is a circular shape, which you are. Bouncy is a property which allows objects to move back up after hitting the ground. I want a ball that has extreme bouncy properties. You might need to also explain fall and ground. Okay, Zanil, it's a two-dimensional crayon drawing. I don't know if sphere is going to get across to it. I'm gonna laugh if you actually got the ego gift. You did not. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna need to set off another lap here. It actually blows my mind that you were capable of doing work with the apple right off the bat. Just built different, you know. You take those. If you take successes, you don't argue with them. Any experiment that leaves a crater is a success. I think that's how that goes. Sounded ominous. Why would that have sounded ominous? Any experiment someone else can walk away from after getting relevant data is a success. Oh, okay. My bad. I got that a little bit mixed up. All right, he's just having a time with the interns over there, and I don't want to interrupt that because he kind of does terrible things after killing an intern. All right, but we're set now. You know, it pays to be specific, villain. It always pays to be specific. That's on me. I should be the one being very clear on the expectations of success here. Can villains survive training with the bird? Because I would love to get him trained up, but I am very scared that 57 hit points will not be enough. Oh, are you serious? Please tell me you're lying. Don't break. Tell me you're lying, villain. Villain, tell me you're lying. Oh my gosh, please tell me you're lying right now. Villain, you can't leave me like this. Villain, say psych. Say psych. Say psych right now. Oh, okay. I'm still sad, but not enraged. I am still sad at that, but oh, please, Alon, you ruin other things. There's so many things in the world you could ruin. And have another attempt at making your bouncy ball. Ooh. Yeah, that's been a thing to watch. That has been amazing. Did you see the two fake Chiquita accounts arguing with each other? No ego gift from Universe. Oh, really? Okay. We haven't taken over. Yes, that one. So falling was something goes down. Just when I literally was paperclip. Paperclip was bouncy, then it would come back up. I want extremely bouncy ball. He didn't get the fragment of the universe. Didn't quite get it, but any day now it could. Don't let dreams be dreams. Things could still wash out. We just don't know. We're so close to getting Longbird Sword. Oh man, blue gummies. Blue gummies were the best flavor. I will not be taking questions at this time. Don't let your dreams be memes. The trick is making sure you don't send the same meme to the same person twice. Because that's just embarrassing. Common, but embarrassing nonetheless. I don't know, Zaniel, but I'm not gonna say I've never done that. Oh boy, clown car time. It's the clown car. Or maybe Meat Dog. You know, we'll never know for sure. Oh man, okay, that is messing Villain up real bad. That is almost dead. I'm gonna have everyone return to their base. Get away from the horrible meat car. Dandy Sprat, finish off the terrible meat car. Terrible meat car is heading up for the interns at the top. Okay. Why is the meat car here? I thought Psychonauts is never over. Psychonauts is never over. Oh my goodness, are we now in a competition over who has sent the most memes to the wife? What if you can believe it's not butter, though? Horrible little clowns taken out. I think I accidentally told Darwin to shoot the little bird. So let's maybe not get murdered by the bird. That would be a good step. Okay, we did not. That's good. You have no wives to send memes to. You don't have your own wife to send memes to. You know what? Whether you send memes to someone else's wife is really someone else's call, I think. You're going to need to negotiate that. Birdered? Yeah, I think I almost got Darwin birdered there. Have not entered a pact to make it official. Oh, I don't know if you need a pact for such things, but maybe just some, like, verbal working things out. Wife will accept memes from anyone. All right. Let's see. We've got a breathing room. Go ahead and try that bouncy ball spiel again, and we'll see if the universe believes you this time. Whoa, Leyland, what is... Leyland, do not... What? Oh, what? Oh, but today's been so long. No. How? That was a brand new fresh bird with no penalties. Leyland has worked that bird perfectly fine. Like 24 times. Ah. Oh my gosh, no, I don't want to redo everything. Oh, I don't want to. Oh. Do I just accept that? That was a really powerful... That was a very trained agent, but... Oh, oh man. Oh, now I'm getting guilted from Leyland, who is behind me, lying in sick bed. Maybe don't tell her and she won't notice. Yeah. Yeah, just don't tell her and everything will be fine. No one knows anything. Whenever you name a character in XCOM after your wife, she dies the next mission. That's true. That's true. Ask the fragment how to create another one. Yes. Fragment. Give new wife. Give crayon drawing of wife. Talking about it 3 feet from her. Yes. Yes, she may be tuned into the stream. Who can say? Who can say? Oh, that must have been ridiculously unlucky rolls. That was... Oof. And you're crying in a corner with a crayon drawing. You know, But I have exactly enough to get this sword. Dead wife, but cool sword. Dead wife, cool sword. Cool sword. Okay, I've been given permission to do what's right for me. I think it was meant to be sarcastic, but I'm choosing not to hear the sarcasm. Stab me with a sword, Mal. Tell the wife hello. Villain says hello. You know, you could just type it at him. Okay. Okay, we're gonna finish out the day with red training, and then we'll make Leland 2.0, and hope that it just goes completely unnoticed. Also, welcome back, Yakko. Oh man, gosh, it's gonna take so long to retrain a unit to that level. The leader of the safety team died, yes. Yes, the leader of the safety team bit it, doing the same work she'd done 24 times before. Did anyone notice what happened there? Was she, like, wounded when I sent her in or something? Because I don't understand what went wrong there. Just bad rolls. I am guessing not, Dandy. Extreme head cold that is making her nearly mute. Yeah, exactly. Your wife would appreciate not. Okay, well, I will pass that on. Trapped in Texas. In a terrible room of... That sounds like a story, and not of the good variety. Grr, okay. Bad stories. Is it a very 2020 story? Oh, Storm Nicole. Hotel airline jerkiness. Well, wish that was more of a surprise, unfortunately. But, guessing not really. No door lock for security purposes, I guess. That sounds super sketch. I'm sorry. Is this like the only place the airline would spring for or something? Third hotel tried. Ooh. Gross. I'm so sorry. Wow. Wow. That's... I believe you. I'm so sorry. Change rooms. Ugh. Yeah. Never hurts to ask, I guess, but I'm guessing at this point the need for sleep is overwhelming everything. Oof. Everyone just trying to get out of Texas. Texas, who is getting a very good reputation for being able to withstand disasters of all types, right? Yeah. I'm sure the governor got out in time. I've been told the governor's really good at getting out of Texas when things get bad. They've still got that same governor, right? Was reelected. I wish I could be more surprised, but oh, Cruz. Oh. I mean, whichever was the one that flew to a resort in the Bahamas when people were freezing to death because his power plants were offline. Cruz, okay. Not entirely sure that's a fair one-to-one there. And I don't want to like be super political, but I think we can all align that that was a jerk move. I don't think anyone's gonna call that not a jerk move. $1.2 to 1 move. Yeah. Oh, really? I did not know that that was based on something. That's... I don't want to say good to know. That's interesting to know. Oh no, the bird is out. The bird is out. How will we survive? You know, you can ask the fragments of the universe to make you a crayon drawing of whatever you like. Go ahead and go in there and you'll set off a giant disaster. It'll be good times for everyone. What is so hard to get about a ball? These are the questions, the hard-hitting questions that we simply don't have the answers to. Oh, for anyone not in the loop, Villain for a Cause is going to be doing a charity stream next weekend. Villain, if you want to send in your stuff, please feel free to link that out and do your spiel. You know, he just didn't get it. Look, Manapon, I'm going to send you in again. Maybe we can work this out on the fifth time. Keep try. Just tickles is all. Aw. A ball is not tickles, though. Oh yeah, just maybe show an example ball. That might do it. No ego gift, unfortunately. Might have been 10 tickles. We can't prove otherwise. Little Bird was beating on Darwin. Yeah, just bird things. Oh, so far every bird we've run into has been a jerk. Just unbelievable jerk from every single bird. Not even playing. It's every bird has been frustrating. It's really interesting how different every playthrough seems to be, because I've had a bunch of people jump in and say, "Oh, I've never seen that one." We raided someone else playing the other day, and I didn't recognize any of the entities that he had in his facility, that they had in their facility. I don't remember the pronouns there. It was someone that was a slime. It's hard to gender a slime. But yeah, it's just looking at the sl- the VTuber was a slime. Is there a slime abnormality that's bad? You seem to have strong feelings about slimes. Oh, there is. Okay. Hardest grade of abnormality. Ooh, okay. But slime draws near. It's supposed to be the easy one. A spine abnormality that's good. Oh. Worrisome. Oh, random question? You can get a random answer. If I stole someone's spine, would I get fired, and would they be mad? Are they an abnormality or an agent? Interns don't count. Undead Brit, Fortitude to 4. Prudence dropped to 2. Agent, you might get some upset on that one. If it's an intern, go for it. If it's going to improve energy output, Angel will have your back. If you're ripping a spine out an abnormality, awesome. Do it. Submit your reports to Yasad for analysis. Zanil promoted to rank 5, Fortitude jumping from 2 to 4, now with 70 hit points. So that is a huge jump, and I think that's going to be super clutch in trying to suppress some abnormalities. They all look the same. You know, I've been told that happens here. Dandy Sprat jumping up to over 100 hit points. Elanaeus picking up 3 points of work success, but you know, Darwin jumping up from Fortitude 3 to 4, picking up more hit points, more work success. You love to see it. Dracusora jumping up to Prudence 5. Villain for a Cause, Fortitude up to 4. You're now with 60 hit points. Locomanopon, very powerful level. Looks like you jumped up 2 levels in Temperance and Justice. Work success, 69%. Work speed, 69%. Nice. Finn jumping to Fortitude 3. He's definitely got more hit points now. Yakko, Fortitude up to 3 as well, 55 hit points. Snakes for Hair getting a little bit of hit points in Sanity, but not enough to level off of it. So we're going to take that. Day 21. All it costs was late. Oh no, we have choices. Guess we have to do new things eventually. However, if enough Saria were found from what you... If enough Saria are found from you that everyone looks on in awe, your name will be sung for generations. What is a Sarira? Where does one go when they die? However, the curse continues eternally, never broken. I think we have seen that middle one before, yeah. The round ones, I think, are the Kickstarter backers. They tend to be more detailed as far as I can tell. The first one sounds like not death. This one sounds complicated. And we have plenty of complicated rules. This one we've seen for a while, so I'm guessing it's relatively low level. The curse continues eternally, never broken. I'm not sure. Looks like we've got a vote for 68. A vote for 3, which I assume is 44. Another vote for 44. 2 votes for 68, 2 votes for 44. Generic Buddhist relics. Interesting. Is that another 44? .44 gang? All right. I'll take 3. First to 3 sounds good. Oh, no! Oh, that's not cool. Oh, no. This is cheating. This is... No. Someone's persistent gaze can be felt from the keyhole inside the machine. A teardrop fell from the child's dewy eyes. The stars showered from the sky. The world falls into a slumber, trapped by ecstatic lullaby. That one sounds really cool, and I'm curious about it just because it's in poetry form. What's pitiful is people like you dying to the likes of me. We've seen this one like 3 times. I did too well. Deserve more friends. It could be because I was splitting Hod and Netzach. Probably another bird. I like the feel of 55 here, but what do you guys think? I don't want too many spoilers, but if any of them require like me constantly looking at something or babysitting it zoomed in all the way, being told to avoid that one so that people can see things is good. Okay, so it looks like Dandy's voting in block with Loco. Yakko's voting 2. So it looks like 2 votes over here, 1 vote for the middle. I'd vote for the middle. Do we have any tiebreakers? Whole gang. You know, that's kind of, when you call it out, that is kind of creepy, honestly. Adnate says middle. Okay, so that's 3 for middle, 2 for left. Okay, we'll go for the poetry one just because we're split and I'm going to bias. Do you believe that occasionally forgotten things could be more beautiful? There was something you once told me. Now I understand what you meant. You're showing it to me right now. That feels cut off. Oh, it's Tifereth and the other one. So that's Tifereth. Who's the other one? Things happen from here on. Twins? Okay. Good day, manager. We are in charge of the central command team. Will our department be opened up today? Can we not? I've got enough juggling going on. Hate kids. All right, so look a man upon not transferring to central command. What was that cyan thing that flashed up? There was something about memory flashing up in blue, basically save point. Oh. Okay. Villain, I'm transferring you to be captain of Central Command. Ooh, 28 points. Return here from wherever this point forward. Oh, okay. But I'm stuck with those 2 I just picked. You can make mistakes with real consequences. If you can keep interns alive, increases the time limit for meltdowns, which is nice. And if you serve in Central Command for long amounts of time, all virtues of the agent. So it's plus to all stats for working for Central Command. Oh yeah, you can look at the department functions and it'll tell you what happens if you work there for long periods of time and if you keep the interns alive. Oh, you didn't read? Oh, I'm sorry. Like you get more hit points and sanity working for safety team. If you're on the information team, you increase success rate over time. Training team, you get more XP just for working in the training team, and keeping the interns alive gives a passive XP bonus to everyone in the base. It's good stuff. Villain, do you need anyone transferred under you? The new anomalies cover art. Oh, I see. No one specifically comes to mind. Okay. I'm transferring Adivik down as someone with decent ranged weaponry. Goodness. Aleph gear. All right, Dandy, do you want to be the Rose Queen, or do you want to go full anime fashion here? White Wife 2.0. Yeah, I need to go and look up what she looked like and replace that pawn before she notices that she died horribly. And I might do that offline, honestly. I'm kind of losing my voice a little bit. She's noticed? Oh no, I'm in so much trouble. I'm in so much trouble, guys. Pick a new style, I see. Oof, that is very expensive. Yeah, we'll hire 212 points. You just work here, hand you whatever. I do kind of want to get the all rose outfit there, but it is nice for you to be functionally immune to damage. You had dark purple hair, right? She's asking for angry eyes. Those eyes. How's that for an expression? Rock lobster plays throat. Eyes of vengeance. Okay, and we'll get you on the safety team to start training up. Gosh, and we should get another recruit for villain down in the bottom. Use blunt trauma. Maybe. It helps forget. Yeah. Villain, I need a henchperson name. Henchperson is okay. Bang. Wonder why it's wearing the fleece clothing. Let's figure out gear. Dandy, you're going to be functionally immortal, I think, in ALF gear, just because you're the fastest to respond to anything. Yeah, your speed is ridiculous, so your fast response times. As far as WA gear, we're gonna go to Draki. Sheer in the Phoenix gear. We're putting her in the Phoenix. No weapon for the Phoenix, which is interesting. You are the Amber Lamps. Bandy 911. Oh my goodness. Adnates in the vines. Going to flip Darwin over to also using the spears. Villain's got spear. Good. So HE. Put Leyland in that. Adavik and Lizbang, we're upgrading you to teddy bear armor. Someone needs to pick up a rifle. Give that to Leyland, okay. Everyone has some form of weapon. Neil's got her full anime on. Not the best weapons, but you've got them. Upgrade Tia Beanie's armor. Those two match now. command upon. We'll get you up into Teth armor. Snakes gets into Teth armor. Luthien still in Zayan armor, which is super not ideal, but we simply don't have any more unlocked. All of our advanced weapons are assigned. Good. Good. You're gonna lock your neck gear. That's good. Locked your everything. That's good. Draki is 100% locking the Feather of Honor. That's awesome. Lock the beak. You cannot disable accessories. You can hide them, and you can lock them to keep them from getting replaced. So, like, I can make the crown not show up, but the stats are still in effect. And you have to be a relatively high-level agent to get that ability. Adnate still has no gifts from abnormalities. You have to click everything. Everything is clickable. It is wild. Only the fairies and Letitia have given... Honestly, I'm not gonna... I'm gonna hide the hat for Dandy. I think she looks a lot more badass without the cap. Is a ball clickable? You know? These are the questions that should keep you up at night. And that's about all the gifts we get. The Lord of Hellbale. Okay. So, I think my voice is giving out. We're going to wrap up here, but I do want to see what these look like. Oh my gosh, this is... Villain, your break room is swank. You have ceiling fans. How much of your budget did you blow here? Villain, what is that? Oh, look at him. Oh, he's so sad. Why were you there? You should have been with me, not there. Oh, he's so sad. And yeah, you've got a an organ dog horse with 1,000 eyes. Can we talk about the type? Villain, what is your department's idiom for selections of abnormality? Because I don't see the theme here. I do not see the theme of what you're trying to accomplish in your department. But you know what? I hired you as the captain. I'm not going to get in the way of how you want to run things. Okay, Nightmare Fuel. I don't see how this little lad is Nightmare Fuel, but maybe that will become apparent later. You don't believe it. All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. Sorry for a short stream, but we've got the flu running through, and my voice is absolutely giving out. That said, does anyone have a name that they want for raiding? Anyone have someone that needs a good raid that I can hand you over to? With that many O's? Okay.
No, she. From stories I've heard. Yeah, please. It's a raid, Larian. Thank you so much. Oh my god, and another sub fulfilling for a cause.
Fucking...
Thank you for the shout out, Sam.